Child. 50 Cent posted what everybody thought was an apology to Claressa Shields, and this woman literally said thank you 50, not knowing she was being dragged through the mud in real time. But wait, it gets worse, because Papoose tried to play hero on Vlad TV, calling out 50's alleged shade, while his own wife Remy Ma was allegedly exposing that he walks around their house calling Claressa little ugly behind closed doors. Y'all, the hypocrisy is loud. The fake concern is loud. And today, we're breaking down how allegedly nobody in this situation actually cared about this woman. They just used her face for content, clout, and comedy. Right now, we're unpacking the messiest case of fake apologies and public betrayal I've seen all year. So here's what we're really talking about today. This isn't just about one Instagram post. This is about, allegedly, one of the most masterful pieces of public trolling we may have ever seen. And the fact that reportedly not one, not two, but multiple people didn't even realize they were being trolled in real time. That's what makes this whole thing a case study. 50 Cent has built an entire brand on this. We know this. The man allegedly trolls people for breakfast. But what happens when the person being trolled reportedly doesn't even know they're being trolled? What happens when they actually thank the troll? That's what Papoose allegedly just laid out on Vlad TV. And loves, the clips are circulating right now, and the internet is in shambles. Now, I already know there's going to be a certain group of people who don't want to hear this. There are going to be folks in the comments saying, leave 50 alone, he's just joking, or Claressa can handle herself. And listen, maybe she can. She's literally an undefeated boxing champion, okay? The GWOAT. Nobody's questioning her hands. But what we are questioning, what the internet is questioning, is whether she read the room on this one. Because according to multiple sources, what 50 allegedly put up was not a compliment. And if Papoose is telling the truth about what he saw in that post, then baby, we've got a situation. And honestly, a lot of people won't admit what's really going on here, because the dynamics are complicated. You've got 50 Cent, Papoose, Claressa, Remy Ma, Vlad. It's a whole ensemble cast. So support the channel so everybody can see this breakdown, because this story has layers, and I'm gonna peel every single one of them back. Alright, so let me set the table for those of y'all who might be coming in late to this saga. Over the past several months, there has been a multi-front war happening in these internet streets, and at the center of it all is the relationship between rapper Papoose and boxing champion Claressa Shields. Now, Papoose, as many of you know, was married to Remy Ma for years. That was one of hip-hop's most celebrated love stories. He held her down through a 6-year prison bid, visited her, stayed loyal. They renewed their vows on VH1. They were the blueprint for black love in the culture. But then things allegedly fell apart. By late 2024, rumors surfaced that Remy had reportedly been involved with battle rapper Easy the Black Captain. Remy released text messages. Papoose fired back with his own accusations. And before anyone could process the mess, boom, Papoose and Claressa Shields went public. They started showing up at fights together, red carpets together, matching outfits, matching tattoos. Claressa was on Instagram saying she loves his support, that he's different from anyone she's had before, and Papoose was riding passenger seat, cheesing, living his best life. But here's the thing, he's still legally married to Remy Ma. The divorce reportedly hasn't been finalized. So into this already messy situation walks 50 Cent, and y'all know 50 doesn't walk into situations, he crashes into them with a trolley and a camera crew. 50 and Papoose have had tension for a minute. It reportedly goes way back. Career shots, status jabs, and some folks say it even connects to 50 allegedly sending flirty messages at Remy while she was still with Papoose. So when 50 saw an opening to troll Papoose through Claressa, allegedly he took it, with glee. But wait, there's more. There's so much more. So a few days ago, Papoose sat down with DJ Vlad for an uncensored full interview on Vlad TV. Now Vlad is releasing the clips now, and one of the clips that's been making rounds is Papoose breaking down that so-called apology that 50 reportedly posted for Claressa. And here's what allegedly happened. According to what's circulating, after all the back and forth, the diss tracks, the Instagram trolling, the AI-generated memes, 50 reportedly put up a post that seemed, on the surface, like he was extending an olive branch to Claressa, like he was saying, you know what, I respect her as a fighter. She's accomplished. Let me acknowledge her. But here's the catch. According to Papoose, and this is what he laid out on Vlad TV, the picture that 50 allegedly chose for this apology post was reportedly not a glamour shot. It was not a picture of Claressa in her championship glory. It was not a picture of her with the gold medal or the belt. It was allegedly an old, unflattering photo. Reports suggest it was from when she was much younger, possibly around 17 years old, or from right after a fight. No makeup, no preparation, just raw. And 50 allegedly posted this particular picture alongside what read like praise. Now, Papoose reportedly said on Vlad TV, and I'm paraphrasing here, "Come on, man, that wasn't an apology. You see the picture he chose? He was still mocking her." And here's what's wild. According to the clip, even DJ Vlad, who has interviewed everybody, apparently didn't catch the shade at first. Papoose reportedly had to explain it to him. Like, "Vlad, come on. How did you not see this? Look at the picture he put up." And Vlad allegedly just started laughing, because once Papoose pointed it out, it was obvious. The whole thing was reportedly a masterclass in backhanded trolling. 50 allegedly used the language of respect to deliver one more dig. And Claressa reportedly didn't even see it coming. Because Claressa, according to reports, saw that post and reportedly responded with gratitude. She allegedly said something along the lines of, "Thank you, 50, and started listing her actual accomplishments. Like, "Yeah, I won that medal at such and such age. I've done this and that." And the internet just went silent. Because how do you tell someone they just thanked the person who was allegedly roasting them in disguise? But here's where it gets interesting, loves, because the Vlad interview isn't just about the apology, it's about what it reveals about the dynamics at play here. 50 Cent once reportedly said, and this was after deleting one of his troll posts about Papoose, "If I put up a post and take it down, it's because I don't want your ugly face on my page. I'm the algorithm, punk." That's allegedly a direct quote. "I'm the algorithm." So we're dealing with someone who has allegedly turned trolling into an art form. And the question the internet keeps asking is, when does the trolling cross a line? Especially when it's reportedly directed at someone's partner, at a woman, at an accomplished athlete. But wait, because the conversation about Claressa's appearance, it didn't start with 50. Oh no. According to reports, it allegedly started much closer to home. Okay. Now this is the part that had the internet spinning, because according to what's been circulating, and this comes from the ongoing public fallout between Papoose and his estranged wife Remy Ma, Remy allegedly made some claims that add a whole other dimension to this conversation. Reports say that during the back and forth on social media, Remy Ma allegedly, and I want to be very clear, this is what she allegedly claimed publicly, that Papoose would walk around their house calling Claressa little ugly. Now, let me say that again. According to what Remy allegedly posted, the man who is now publicly in a relationship with Claressa Shields, who is riding in her passenger seat, who is planning a family with her, who walked her out to the ring, was allegedly behind closed doors calling her little ugly. And the screenshot that was allegedly circulating, reportedly from Remy's post, included a passage that said something along the lines of, "I'm tired of this. He said he would never be intimate with you because you're ugly." Yikes. Now look, I want to be fair here. These are allegations. Remy and Papoose were going through a very public, very messy separation. People say things, emotions run high. We don't know for certain what was or wasn't said in that house. But what we do know is that this alleged claim lined up uncomfortably well with the narrative that 50 Cent was reportedly pushing. That's what made it sting for a lot of people watching. And loves, the reactions to all of this were immediate. Let me tell you what the internet had to say. On one hand, you had folks defending Claressa. People were saying, this woman is an Olympic gold medalist. She's an undisputed world champion in multiple weight classes. Why are grown men discussing her appearance like this? And honestly, that's a valid point, 100%. The Griot reported that Claressa herself addressed the narrative, saying, and I'm paraphrasing, that she's tired of the ugly narrative being pushed, and that it connects to a broader issue of how Black women athletes are treated in public discourse. She pointed out that the photo 50 allegedly shared was from when she was a teenager, not a current representation of who she is. On the other hand, there were people who felt like Claressa and Papoose inserted themselves into a situation with 50 and had to accept the consequences. Some folks pointed out that Papoose dropped 2 diss tracks aimed at 50, Agent Provocateur and That Many Men Freestyle. So why be surprised when 50 fires back? That's the game, right? And then there was a third group, and this might be the biggest one, who were just absolutely bewildered that Claressa reportedly thanked 50 for the post, like that became its own meme. People were posting, "She said thank you? Girl, read between the lines. That wasn't a compliment, sis. That was a setup." The internet was truly divided, but also low-key unified in their confusion. Now, what made the Vlad TV clip even more interesting is that Papoose wasn't just calling out 50. According to what's been reported, he was also, in a way, calling out Vlad, because Vlad apparently didn't catch the shade either. And when Papoose reportedly said, "You see the picture he posted?" Vlad allegedly just started laughing because he realized. In that moment, he reportedly realized that he too had been fooled by the framing. And that right there is what makes 50 Cent's trolling allegedly so effective. It's not just about the insult, it's about the disguise. He allegedly dressed it up as respect so convincingly that even a veteran interviewer like Vlad, a man who has talked to everybody in hip-hop, reportedly didn't see it. Dr. Umar even weighed in, suggesting that Papoose needs to be more romantic and protective of Claressa publicly because the optics weren't helping either of them. So now you've got cultural commentators, relationship experts, and half the internet all dissecting one Instagram post. And this is what I want y'all to walk away with today. Walk with me for a second. What we're allegedly witnessing here is what I'm going to call the thank you 50 phenomenon. And it goes beyond this specific situation. It's when someone allegedly insults you so cleverly that you don't even realize you're being insulted. You actually think you're being praised. You respond with gratitude, and the person who did it, they're sitting back laughing because the joke landed twice, once in the insult and once in your thank you note. And look, is that funny? From a trolling perspective? Sure, 50 Cent has literally built a media empire off of this kind of calculated chaos. The man allegedly trolled Ja Rule into retirement. He reportedly trolled Rick Ross over health scares. This is what he does. But when the target reportedly doesn't even know they've been hit, when they walk away feeling good about an interaction that was allegedly designed to humiliate them, that's a different level. That's not just trolling, that's allegedly psychological chess. And whether you think that's genius or cruel probably depends on which side of this drama you're standing on. Now, let me go a little deeper here, because there's a conversation happening underneath all the memes and the laughter that we should probably address. Claressa Shields is one of the most accomplished combat sports athletes alive, period. 2-time Olympic gold medalist, undisputed champion in multiple weight classes. She has literally done things in boxing that very few fighters, male or female, have ever done. And yet, reportedly, the primary conversation around her right now isn't about her fights. It's about who she's dating. It's about screenshots and Instagram posts and what somebody's ex-wife allegedly said about her behind closed doors. And I think that says something, not just about this situation, but about how we treat certain public figures, especially women, especially Black women, especially women in sports when they enter the celebrity gossip ecosystem. Because Claressa herself reportedly addressed this. She allegedly posted about how Black women athletes get pushed into this ugly narrative in a way that their accomplishments get overshadowed. And honestly, whether you love her, hate her, or don't care either way, that's a conversation worth having. Now, does that mean she and Papoose are blameless in this whole situation? Not necessarily. Papoose dropped diss tracks. He engaged. Claressa has clapped back on social media too. They reportedly stepped into the arena, figuratively, with 50 Cent, and in that arena, 50 is allegedly the undisputed champion of chaos. But there's a difference between clapping back at someone's music career and allegedly mocking someone's appearance while pretending to praise them. That's where the line gets reportedly murky. Alright, let me lay out the full alleged timeline so y'all can see how we got here, because this thing escalated fast. So it reportedly started when 50 Cent made comments about Claressa during the whole TI back and forth. Claressa and Papoose allegedly jumped in, defended themselves, and the trolling war began. Then Papoose dropped a Many Men freestyle aimed at 50. Then came the formal diss track, Agent Provocateur, 2 shots fired. 50's alleged response? He reportedly posted an AI-generated image of himself in front of a whiteboard breaking down Papoose's career, or lack thereof. The whiteboard allegedly read, "The secret formula, how to never blow up. 1 rap career plus 25 years equals 0 hits. The result? A picture of Papoose." And 50 allegedly captioned it, "You make 1-hit record and I'll respond. Until then, go hang out with your your girlfriend. LOL. Then 50 reportedly deleted it, and when people asked why, he allegedly said, "If I put up a post and take it down, it's because I don't want your ugly-ass face on my page." Then came the alleged apology post, the one Papoose just broke down on Vlad TV. The one with the reportedly unflattering old photo, the one Claressa allegedly said thank you to. And then, according to the Vlad TV clips dropping now, Papoose sat down and pulled back the curtain on the whole thing. And Vlad reportedly just sat there nodding and laughing once he finally saw it. So why does this keep happening? Why does this particular drama keep generating headline after headline? I think it's because we're allegedly watching multiple reality shows collide in real time. You've got the Papoose Remy Ma divorce drama, which people were already invested in. You've got the new girlfriend storyline with Claressa, which added a whole new dimension. Then you throw 50 Cent, arguably the greatest social media troll in hip-hop history, into the mix. That's a content superstorm. And the system, the algorithm, the blogs, the commentary channels, all of us, we reportedly eat it up because these stories push every button. Loyalty, betrayal, appearance, masculinity, femininity, respect, disrespect, it's all there. But there's also reportedly an enabling factor here. Multiple parties have kept this going. Papoose dropped diss tracks instead of ignoring 50. Claressa reportedly engages with every comment. Remy allegedly drops bombshells on social media. And 50 reportedly posts, deletes, reposts, and laughs all the way to his next business deal. None of these people are allegedly innocent bystanders. They're all active participants in a drama that feeds all of their platforms. And we're the audience that keeps tuning in. But here's what I also want to address, because the internet has been buzzing about this too. There's something being called, for lack of a better term, the Papoose paradox. On Vlad TV, Papoose is reportedly sitting there defending Claressa. He's saying 50 was mocking her. He's saying the photo was ugly. He's pointing out the shade. He's essentially saying, this man was disrespecting my woman. But, and this is what has people talking, in the process of calling out the shade, Papoose reportedly also acknowledged that the picture was unflattering. He allegedly said things like, "You see the picture he chose?" implying he recognized it was not a good photo. And then you layer on top of that the alleged claim from Remy Ma that Papoose reportedly called Claressa little ugly at home, and people are like, wait, is he defending her, or is he agreeing with the premise while disagreeing with the messenger? I'm not saying that's what's happening. I'm just telling you what the internet is saying, and the internet is allegedly having a field day with the perceived contradiction, because Vlad reportedly just started laughing, and he wasn't laughing at 50, he was allegedly laughing at the picture, which means even the interviewer reportedly found humor in the appearance-based shade. And that tells you something about how deeply ingrained this particular narrative has become. Now, in fairness, because I always try to be fair, Papoose and Claressa have reportedly been building something real, whether you agree with the timeline or not. She's reportedly said he's the most supportive partner she's ever had. He's been at her fights. They've talked about having children together, reportedly planning for 2027. They appeared on the Tamron Hall show together. And Claressa has reportedly said, when somebody is truthful with you from the beginning, there are no secrets. Do you accept it or do you not? He's been truthful from the beginning. So there is allegedly a love story here. Amid all the chaos and the trolling and the screenshots, two people are reportedly trying to build a life together. And that part shouldn't be overlooked just because the surrounding drama makes for good content. But can we also acknowledge that this relationship was born in controversy? It went public while the divorce with Remy was still unresolved. It has been accompanied by diss tracks, social media wars, and now a Vlad TV breakdown of fake apologies. The love might be real, but it's reportedly been tested from day one. So where do we go from here? Because this saga is clearly not over. 50 Cent has reportedly shown no signs of stopping. The man is allegedly fueled by attention, and this situation gives him unlimited content. Every time Papoose or Claressa responds, it's reportedly ammunition for another post. Papoose has 2 diss tracks out there and just did a Vlad TV interview, so he's clearly not backing down. And Claressa has reportedly said she's even pursuing legal action against 50 and others for fake narratives. Legal action against 50? Loves, do you know how many people have allegedly tried to sue 50 Cent? The man treats lawsuits like parking tickets. This could get very, very messy. And then there's Remy Ma, who has reportedly been quiet lately, but whose alleged claims about what Papoose said behind closed doors are still floating out there, adding fuel to every new chapter of this drama. So let me bring this all together, because when you step back and look at the full picture, here's what we're allegedly dealing with. A rapper who is still legally married to one woman while publicly building a life with another. A boxing champion whose accomplishments are reportedly being overshadowed by appearance-based attacks. A media mogul who allegedly weaponizes social media better than anyone alive. An ex-wife whose alleged revelations add gasoline to every fire. And an interviewer who reportedly didn't even catch the shade until it was explained to him. And at the center of it all, one Instagram post, one allegedly fake apology, one unflattering photo, and one thank you 50 that reportedly launched 1,000 think pieces. That's the thank you 50 phenomenon, loves, when the shade is so sophisticated that it allegedly bypasses your defenses entirely and you end up expressing gratitude for your own roasting. It's wild, it's reportedly unprecedented, and it happened in broad daylight on the timeline. Now look, I've laid everything out. The Vlad TV clips, the alleged apology breakdown, the Remy Ma claims, the internet reactions, all of it. And I want to be clear, I'm not here to definitively say who's right or who's wrong. This is messy. Real life is messy. Relationships are messy. And internet beefs are the messiest of all. But I think the questions we should be sitting with are these. Was Papoose right to call out the alleged shade on Vlad TV? Or did he inadvertently make it worse by drawing more attention to it? Should Claressa have recognized the alleged trolling before responding with gratitude? Or was the disguise just that good? And is 50 Cent's style of trolling, where the insult comes wrapped in praise, genius? Or is it something more harmful than we give it credit for? I don't have all the answers, but I know y'all do. So let me know in the comments section below. I want to hear from everybody. Team Papoose, Team 50, Team Claressa, Team Remy, Team I just came for the mess. All of you, drop your thoughts. And honestly, I hope that at some point the focus can shift back to Claressa's actual career, because regardless of where you stand on the drama, that woman has done incredible things in the ring, and she deserves to be talked about for that too. Just my 2 cents. Alright loves, that's all I got for today. If you made it this far, you are a real one, and I appreciate you. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and turn on notifications because the way this story is moving, there's going to be a part 2 before the week is out. I can feel it in my bones. Also, next video, we're diving into something that nobody is talking about yet, and trust me, you're going to want to be here for that one. I'll leave it at that. Until then, take care of yourselves. Don't let nobody troll you without you knowing it, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.